the legal aspects, the legislative framework, is it renewable energy friendly? Talking about the National Tariff Act, the Electricity Act, are there immediate changes required to the legislative structures, to make things more aligned towards renewable energy?
No, certainly. I think one of the key areas, as we look at the implementation of renewable energy and we look at the enhanced cost of renewable energy relative to conventional energy,
yes,
notwithstanding the lower headline tariff of renewable energy, there is an enhanced cost of renewable energy as compared to conventional energy. A big part about lowering that cost is in lowering risk. And one of the ways the government can lower risk is to make certain that legislation comes in that correctly apportions risk, developmental risks, and risks across the life cycle of an asset.
Right.
You remember when an investor is investing into a renewable project, an investor is investing into an infrastructure asset, he's looking at generating a return over a 20, 25, 30-year period. You need very, very robust, you need both a very robust legal framework, a very predictive legislative process in order to give investors sufficient comfort to invest into projects that have a 20, 25-year payback. I think as we are looking at it today, I think the government is using, Ranjit said the government has been very proactive. I would fully agree with him on that. I think the government has been very proactive over the last couple of months as we look at, in the COVID environment, to try to both push through reforms and to use this opportunity to bring, to make the changes necessary to make the sector more friendly towards investors.
Yeah.
There are some key modifications to the Electricity Act, including, what I think could potentially be a game changer, which is a new dispute resolution framework, and key changes to the national tariff policy, which can significantly, increase and improve the implementation of renewables.
Yeah. Ranjit,
on a point that was, sorry, go ahead.
No, complete, Ratul, yeah.
On a point that was made by Aparna, I think, we are at an inflection point.
Yeah.
There is, there's no better feeling than being able to, go out in the evening in Delhi. I think many of us are citizens of Delhi, to be able to go out in Delhi, in the evening at 5 o'clock and, be able to breathe the air and walk the streets. That is a very, very good feeling. I think no better advertisement for, clean energy, certainly, than, what's happened with COVID over the last month and a half. As a citizen of Delhi, as a citizen of India, I certainly want to, I want a clean climate. I want to breathe clean air. So, this is, an added, beyond the economic reasons, beyond the reasons for the very, very obvious risks around climate change, the obvious risks that we are facing, a global risk that we are facing, as a society, as a people.
Yeah.
I think, this is certainly, I think this is a very, very immediate, tangible benefit to pushing and implementing, more climate
I'm very glad, Ratul, that you said that. Quality of life, health. Humanity is getting this very rare preview of what life would be like, if renewable energy had primacy of place. And I'm very glad you mentioned that. Ranjit, as your company makes solar panels, solar cells, it is common knowledge that one of the biggest pushbacks, in the embracing of solar power has been, the cost of acquisition, the capital cost of, buying solar panels. Is there an opportunity for that here? Because, we've heard experts say for many years now, if not decades, that there is an opportunity, to create a lot of power using, using solar panels in industrial clusters, in cities, even in rural areas, even at the very basic rural healthcare level. Could some of the relief packages being infused by the government somehow be infused into creating space for solar power?
So, Shiv, the fact is that, like both Ratul and Aparna pointed out, renewable energy is an imperative, right? And the government is doing a lot to push renewable energy. As far as the, just like Ratul mentioned, one of the key factors is the security of investment, right? if we want to meet the government's goal of getting to 450,000 megawatts by 2030, that will entail investment of almost 18 to 20 billion dollars into solar or wind projects every year.
Yeah.
A majority of this money will come from foreign investors. And foreign investors need certainty of return because these projects are 25-year projects. So, the framework that we are speaking about, which is the Electricity Act, the government has just announced that the tariff policy has been passed by the cabinet. It will soon be released. The Electricity Act amendment, which is underway. These are very welcome measures to give confidence to the investors. As far as bringing solar manufacturing into the country is concerned, this is a great opportunity. The world is turning away from China.
Yes.
India can certainly be doing work not only for ourselves. These processes are fully automated. I mean, the process of making these panels. I mean, Ratul's company was one of the pioneers in manufacturing solar cells and panels. And it's a very automated kind of manufacturing process.
Yes.
And the government can do a lot more on that front. The work has started. They have started this process, and we hope that the COVID situation will spur them into further action, and we will see manufacturing happening in India.
Okay.
And solar installation happening in India.